Okay, guys, we're here in round 3. We won all 3 die rolls, which is always nice. So I think this hand is much like the first hand we got in the second match. The Paladin, we could drop that, and if we have a Lumber Knot, it's just really abusive. We only need to draw 1 Forest. Although we are on the play, I'm tempted to keep this because of its potential power, and we have a Joint Assault, which is ridiculous with a Paladin, any of these guys. So I'm gonna keep this because of its potential. Okay, we drew our plains. Now all we need is a forest, and we're pretty set. He's running black-blue. He might be the guy on my left who got all the black-blue, but that's fine. If we don't draw a forest here, this game will probably play out much like the first game in round 2 did. Two black, unhallowed pact. So he has plans of killing this. Don't have anything to pair it with right now. I mean, we can't play anything to pair it with. Not draw a forest. Okay, so if he sacks, if he gets a removal spell, we could be in trouble because he'll have the Paladin on his side. Use the Fettergeist, okay. We draw a 4th plains, but still can't do anything. So we'll pass once again. Just an unfortunate set of circumstances so far. Butcher Ghoul, which is fine, not an issue right now. We are taking 3, so we do have some time. He didn't play out a humongous beater there. Restoration Angel, that's pretty good with the Hallowed Pact. If he plays like a removal spell or something, we're going to be able to do some tricks. So I think we'll actually swing into him. If he wants to lose his Butcher Ghoul, that's fine. Gotta pay 1. And Restoration Angel will have double strike. I'm tempted to not do anything. In case he has a Death Wind in his hand, but he hasn't really. If he had it, he probably would have played it already and just started some beating. So I'm gonna just throw the Angel out there, see what happens. Okay. Yes, we do wish to use his ability. So we got rid of his pack, his enchantment. We're definitely going to soulbound this at this point. And this effect should just fizzle. Yes, it does. So if he has a bounce spell, he could really screw up. If he has a bounce spell and I block the Fettergeist with the Angel and block his 2/2 with the Paladin, we could be in some trouble. So I feel like it's worth it just to block the 2/2 with my Restoration Angel. So if he gets rid of my Paladin, it'll still kill it, and we can afford to take 3 right now. So this is a safer play, in case he has like Appeal from Reality or something. He's got black, blue. He has Necrobite. Okay, that's not going to help him because it's going to die first. So he may have just made a boo boo. Well, it'll keep it alive, but it's not going to kill my Restoration Angel. Okay. I don't know if he was aware of what just happened. So I could swing in for 10 right now. Take 5. Should I play this defensively? I mean, I don't have any... I can't play any of the cards in my hand. He doesn't know that. I think I'm still going to race, though, all things considered. It's going to force him to do some blocks next turn. Might force him to keep some creatures back. So I'll put him down to 10, despite the fact that I can't play any of the cards in my hand. He let the Fettergeist go, so he's going to need 6 mana this turn. He may have the card which makes me sacrifice. He may have the Edict effect, which makes me sacrifice a creature, lets him bring back the Fettergeist to his hand. That's the only thing I could really think he has right now, unless he has just a 6 mana bomb. He has Soul Cage Fiend. Why did he let the Fettergeist go, I wonder? He's going to swing with that. And he scoops up. Okay, so I guess his deck just ran out of juice and he couldn't deal with the 2 rares we got. So we're going to go to game 2. So he's got a lot of flyers. I didn't see any removal at all. Well, he actually doesn't have a lot of flyers, I only saw 1. But he's got some decent black-blue cards, although I don't see what I could side in against him. Nothing really of note. I could side in a Bower Passage so his 3/4 can't block, but that's a bad play, so I won't go with that. Okay, so we'll go with this in game 2. So I actually won a game despite not being able to play any of the green cards in hand. I guess that's just the power of the Paladin and the Angel. Okay, this is a hand like we got before, where we're gonna do some Borderlane Ranger, Emancipation Angel tech on the draw. Okay, we draw a Joint Assault. We'll drop our planes. I guess we could have 6 it up. There are no 2 mana haste creatures, I don't believe. All right. In his 3rd turn, he might drop the Cage Fiend. The Demon Taskmaster, that's pretty good right now. But we are going to be able to deal with it with our Emancipation Angel next turn. So that's perfectly fine. We actually could even Joint Assault it. Yes, I'll use his ability, get a Forest. Worst comes to worst, on our 5th turn, the Trapper will be there to deal with the Taskmaster as well. Okay. So here I'm thinking he has Geist Snatch, maybe? Counter a spell. Put a 1/1 into play. I guess that's the only thing I could figure. If he wants to kill this, he's going to kill it. Either way, I'm not going to stop him from doing that. There's nothing that with Flash that could come into play. So I'm just going to swing with this. Is there any way to untap this? Not really. Nope. I'll swing with this. Okay. So if he has Geist Snatch here, he has Geist Snatch. We can't really do much about that, but our Geist Trapper next turn will help us stabilize either way. We'll return the Ranger. Now it's a question of if you want to draw out the Necrobite this turn by blocking and Joint Assaulting. I think we'd let him decide if he wants to Necrobite first before we throw out the Joint Assault. But he plays Unhallowed Pact, which is not that big of a deal, really. Not at all. Oh, sorry about that. Actually was converting a video. It started up. So will we block that? I guess we're gonna have to kill it anyway eventually. So I will block it. If he wants to trade with the Emancipation Angel next turn, that's perfectly fine. If not, I could still just throw out the Borderland Ranger, get a land. Yes, I will block this. I'll Joint Assault this character. So he pretty much trade a pact for a joint assault, which is fine. Next turn we drop the trappers. I'm not going to swing into his 4-3 because we have another joint assault, which could be pretty strong. I could just drop the force mage now and swing into him, but I can't do much else with that turn, and it still doesn't stop this from beating me, and we are a bit behind, so I actually not going to drop the force mage and then try to draw, try to get him to block us so we can play the joint assault. I'm just going to play the trappers and pass. We have good board position that way, and then we could just kind of roll over him slowly. And we'll F6 it up. He sacks that. Looks like he's looking for an answer. Oh, well, he'd have to sack it to the Taskmaster. So he had to do that anyway. He just played Ghost Form. I don't know what his deck is doing. That is just a terrible card in his deck. He doesn't... It's not like I saw the card that gives his creature curiosity or anything. Yeah, that's really odd. At this point it looks like he just wants to race, and I don't know if I'm not willing to oblige him, actually, because I can drop technically 2/3/3s next turn. And even if I go to 8, I don't really mind. So I will do that. He will have a 2/2 when he sacks the Butcher Ghoul to the Taskmaster, but I think the best bet here is to just race him. Since we have some pretty good beats. Drop the Ranger. Get ourselves a land, it doesn't matter which one. Yes, just take it out of our deck. And then we'll drop the Force Mage, binding it with the Ranger. Okay, so we have 12 power on the board, possibly 16. It's 4 mana. Polluted Dead. Okay, so worst comes to worst, we could always double Righteous Blow next turn. If it comes down to that, I think we should just force the beatings right now. He's gonna have to block with his Polluted Dead. If he doesn't, we just win the game with Joint Assault. Okay, he's gonna block that guy. So, in turn, I will give both of them +2/+2. Probably destroy one of our planes. It's not that big of a deal. And pass it up. I am gonna double Righteous Blow this in case he has like Essence Harvest or something else stupid like that. Plays a Cage Fiend, which is not a big deal. Let's get rid of this guy. Okay, well, alright, so we won the draft there. We did pretty well. We had a pretty good deck. We had some bombs in the Paladin and the Angel that got us out of some otherwise untenable situations. Just want to remind you guys to subscribe to the MTG Noob. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed.